Looks like it's doing what it's supposed to do. Good. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Make sure this is doing what this is supposed to be doing. La, la, la. La, 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 la.
Aren't you coming up?
Mine's been going through a update for a while. Okay, so we're live. I'll put that there. Of course, the cats start to bellow. Our animals are so needy.
Well, it's not coming up.
No?
Uh-uh.
What's it doing? Just kind of sitting there?
Nothing.
Wow.
Mhm.
Pretty scene. What
It's in Switzerland.
what if you hit enter?
No, you just throw out random stuff. It'll
Yeah,
make it work.
that's yeah, that was it.
The time. Not now.
Well, that's all right. Same thing happened to Chad yesterday for Geocaching Podcast. The same thing that's happening to my system now that now says, "Welcome to the Fall Creators Update." Link your Android iPhone to your PC, add 3D models to your Office docs, and see what else is in the new update that we didn't tell you we were going to do. But congratulations, we did it on both
Well, at
machines.
least it asked me for a time this time
No,
instead
this
of
one it
saying, "Yeah, no." Mm-mm.
last night Chad actually it asked him a time because how many times has that happened with us before?
Mm-hmm.
He said no, and it did it anyways. So yeah, we love Microsoft. That's
Google's
why
like, we're going to ask you to be polite.
we
You say
do
yes and move on.
we do the Mac. Yeah, that's the Mac goes. Andy, is this convenient for you right now? I don't want to bother you. Do you want to do it some other time? I'll be glad to do that. And it's like, why? Thank you, iMac.
Yes.
Let's do it some other time.
Not
Okay,
Windows.
you tell me when, and we'll do it. I love
Windows says we asked to be polite. You be polite and say yes.
it. ah, so
Oh,
that's going. Hey, folks, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast. We are just about ready to start. Amy has turned on her computer, which of course is not working as expected. My other computer is in the middle of an update, so we're using computer two over here for the show chat room, which of course you can go to geosnippets.com/gs reboot podcast or click on the helpful link at the top of the page and just go to where we have our showcase for the GeoSnippets Reboot podcast. You about ready there, my dear?
mhm.
All right.
I keep forgetting that my mouse is the batteries are dead, so I keep trying to use it, and I'm like, "Ah,
You didn't replace it?
no, not yet.
Oh, well, you got a touch screen, so that's kind of
It is. It's very nice.
nice. All
I
right, so
like my touch screen.
let's get this settled, and we will start this up, and we are recording. Hey, folks, sit back, relax, get your favorite libation, your favorite snack. The GeoSnippets Reboot Podcast is coming at you right after my wife is done clearing her throat. So here we go. Yeehaw. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Yay! It's Christmas.
Ellie wants to eat it.
Ellie does not want to eat it. I'm going to keep Christmas in a place of honor right here. So, hey, welcome, 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 folks, to the GeoSnippets Reboot Podcast. We had kind of a little serenade there by Chrismoose for the holiday season. Christmas is coming up in just 4 days. All right, guys, that gives you 2 more days before you find your favorite drugstore to go Christmas shopping in, because that's what guys do. I'm just saying. So we're a little bit in the holiday spirit, and thought it would be a great night to go through and do a quiz
Mm-hmm.
for you fine folks and have a lot of fun with that. So come on along with us. Hello, Miss Ellie. And we will have a lot of fun with that. Let me get this switched over here. And we will update this part, and I will bring this over here, and then we'll turn that on. There we go. So we're switched over for the bottom third, as they call it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it is. We are recording live from the GeoSnippets studios here in Raleigh, North Carolina. It is December 21st, 2017, and yeah, good stuff. A lot of Christmas things going on.
Yes.
Now we have a screensaver on our phones, and it has a beautiful set of falling snowflakes, and you can tell how much you want and how big you want them.
Mm-hmm.
It has trees in the background that are covered with snow and have different kind of lights. I'm surprised you didn't change yours to all white.
I did.
Oh, you do have all white. I
Yes.
like, I like all the colors, so I have mine on. And what happens is the closer you get to Christmas, you have Santa sightings.
The more Santa you see.
The more Santa you see, the closer you get to Christmas. So it's a lot of fun. It gets you going for all that. And of course, we got the tree up, and we just found just now, like a couple hours ago,
Yeah, you found those.
we had to go back to the storage unit. We couldn't find the stockings for our
For the
fireplace.
family.
We
Yeah.
had a couple of them, but not all the ones that we normally use. And Amanda came over to visit us a couple days ago, and she looked up and she liked the tree and all that, and she looked at the stockings and went, "Where's mine?" And she just had that look on her face, like, "Oh my gosh!"
Now, I want it noted.
Uh
I
huh.
had to move the microphone closer so everybody could hear me.
Right. Like that's a problem.
Yeah. I have been asking for these stockings, I don't know, a week.
Yeah. Oh, this is throw head hard hat under the bus time. Okay.
Yes, that's this
Yes,
section of the show.
we have been aware of this issue,
Yes.
and so
Amanda
yes.
comes over and I get it,
Yeah.
um, looks dejected. And he said,
Yes.
I got to find my stockings.
Yes. So that's what I
Of
did.
course you do.
I got it in time. It's not the 24th. I'm just saying. So they're there.
Poke the bear.
They're up. Yeah, that's how that is. So thank you, honey, for throwing me so nicely under the bus.
You're welcome.
Very nicely done.
It's what I do.
It's great. So yeah,
Linda would be proud.
Linda would be proud. So that's my sister-in-law. I'm from. Just saying, she's a sweetheart.
He loves her.
The giant pain in the butt that she is. Anyways, she knows I love her. Anyhow, yeah, that's pretty cool. It's been interesting roller coaster of temperatures here in North Kakalaki.
Yeah.
The past week or two, it's been like wet and cold and icy.
And one day it was 70 and sunshiny.
That
and
was,
it was
like yesterday.
absolutely gorgeous.
It actually went to 72.
No, yesterday was rainy and cold.
Oh, that's the day before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, gorgeous out.
Yeah.
Great.
That's when I messaged Linda and said it was 70, and she told me she was going to take her cookies back.
There's a whole thing about the cookies. We'll get into that someday. Anyway, so yeah, that's how things are going. We are getting all ready for the holidays. If you hopefully you will be getting for our Jewish friends are getting ready for Geocaching Day. If you're curious about that, check out the Geocaching podcast from about a week or two back. And Scott Burks went over in detail about geocaching. Very, very cool.
Yes. We are going to celebrate geocaching by eating Chinese food.
Yes. It's starting to become a tradition.
It really, I mean, we did it one year just because.
Yes. And we had such a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was awesome.
We're like, let's go eat with our Jewish friends.
Yes. It was great.
It was great.
That's how that works. So yeah, good stuff. So you say to yourself, so how can you watch the show live or generally get in touch with us? It's very simple. Watch the live feed and join us in the chat room by going to www.geosnippets.com on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We also have all our social media links that you can click on our website at geosnippets.com. All the ones that we've got, they're all out there, and you can get in touch with us with each and every one of them. Finally, we have our voicemail line where you can call in your questions, your comments, your suggestions by calling 919-341-9519, or you don't even have to do that. Just go to geosnippets.com. On the right side of the screen is our Send Voicemail tab. And in there, you can use our SpeakPipe app. And just basically, if you've got your mobile phone, a tablet, a laptop, a computer with a microphone, and you get up to 3 minutes to basically tell us anything you'd like. Tell us about your milestones, questions for the hosts, anything you want to know about geocaching, just let us know. And we're really low. I'll tell you that right now. We're extremely low on feedback. So make sure we don't want sad Amy, especially this close to the holiday season. So
Oh,
please
I'm not sad.
send us in some feedback and ask us questions. Ask Amy anything. I'm sure she'd be more than willing to discuss anything that comes to mind for the show because it's fun. All right, good stuff. Let's move on to the viewer feedback. And or news stuff, and since we don't really have feedback this week, we're going to jump into this, and I'll let wife Amy get
All
on
right.
to that.
The latest addition to the dashboard and profile makes this project a wrap.
That's what
What?
they call it. Basically, what it is
See, this is what happens when I don't make a meeting.
she doesn't make the meeting. Basically, what it is at the blog for geocaching.com, they've got a section in there that talks about all the changes they've done to the website and to the app over the past year. And it breaks down all of them.
Excuse me, I couldn't help it.
Wow,
It
already?
snuck up on me.
You're
I
the
know.
one with the coffee.
I know. And I
Wow.
shouldn't be drinking that.
Now you're going to make me want to.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, for December, I'll let you jump on that.
All right. For December, you can now customize your My Page with your own cover image. To customize your image, visit your profile settings and upload a photo in the cover photo section. The new photo will only appear on the new version of the profile and dashboard on the web.
Okay.
We also made improvements to the events calendar. You can now customize the radius in which you would like to see your events on your calendar.
Oh.
And mega and giga events will also be highlighted more prominently.
Excellent. Good stuff. All right. Let's move on. We got lots to do. Tonight's episode.
Not me. It was the dog. The dog just farted.
This is why you don't give them garlic knots to a lab before they do the show.
Who did that, I wonder?
Oy, oy, oy. Anyways, tonight's episode, if we can still breathe by the end of this, is brought to you in part by gxproxy.com and gxproxy.eu for our friends in Europe, for cachers serious about leaving their mark.
And also by coinsandpins.com, the best place to get custom coins, geocoins, lapel pins, and patches made. Go through our GeoSnippits links and use the promo code HardHat for a 10% discount. And FYI for our listeners, you can sign up for their newsletter to get notified of when new coins and patches are available for sale. We're also very thankful to all of our sponsors. And if you want to see more of their products, please be sure to go to our GeoSnippits websites and simply click on their logos. Not only do you get great deals, but it helps our program as well.
Absolutely. Moving on. Yeehaw! Yep. HeadHardHat's geocaching quiz number 14, GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast, episode 219. So yeah, we kind of shrunk down the quiz just a little bit because we're down to a half-hour show. Just a couple of questions, not too much. But this is how this goes. If you're not familiar with it, we basically give you a quiz of which you can go through and keep track of. So get yourself a writing utensil and a piece of paper, and come along with us as we go in and investigate different questions about geocaching, and then you can total up your score and see how you do with everybody else. So good stuff. The way this works is there's 3 rounds. There's round 1, round 2, and round 3. Round 1 is worth 1 point each. So we're going to start with that. There are 4 questions, which means you can get a total of 4 points when it comes to round 1. So we're going to start with the questions. We'll go through all 4 questions, and then we'll go through the answers and see how everybody did.
Okay.
You are smirking. Okay. I'm just saying. Go for it.
Question 1. What type of geocache requires figuring out how to get to the logbook out of the cache container?
All right. Question 1. What type of geocache requires figuring out how to get the logbook out of the cache container? Why don't you do the first ones and I'll just repeat you.
Okay. 2. What are the first 2 letters of every geocache code?
Okay. Question number 2. What are the first 2 letters of every geocaching code?
All right. Question number 3. What is the term used to signify that you are as close to the geocache coordinates as possible?
What do we call it when you're close to where the geocache is? And question number 4.
I am as small as your pinky fingernail, can usually stick to metal, and my log holds many initials but not many names. What am I?
Ooh, this is a good one. Okay, I'm as small as your pinky fingernail, can usually stick to metal, and my logbook holds many initials but not too many names. What is I? Good stuff. Okay, round 1. That's good. Let's kind of go through the answers here and see how we do. Again, 1 point each for each correct answer in round 1. So, what type of geocache requires figuring out how to get the logbook out of the cache container is
A mystery or puzzle cache?
excellent. Question number 2. What are the first 2 letters of every geocaching code?
GC.
GC. Question number 3. What is the term used to signify that you are as close to the geocache coordinates as possible?
Ground zero.
Yes. And question number 4. What is as small as your pinky fingernail, usually sticks to metal, and holds in their logbook many initials but not many names? What would that be?
A nano.
A nano. Or if you're Robin Williams, Nanu. So, very good. That's round 1. Kind of curious how people are doing with that. I think those are relatively
They are
easy.
easy, yeah.
Yes. It's not one of your Punisher
No.
quizzes.
I haven't come up with one since then. Everybody hated it.
Yeah, well, I don't know if they hated it as much as you challenged them much more than they expected. And then they hated it. So,
They're like,
however
did
that
Amy
works.
do this?
Yes.
All
So, all right. Okay. On to round 2. Again, 4 questions, 2 points each for a total of 8 points total for this round. Miss Amy, if you would.
All right. What is the first year of copyright for Groundspeak Incorporated?
Okay. Question number 5. What is the first year of copyright for Groundspeak.inc? Now,
Groundspeak.
Groundspeak. And that goes back to the Egyptian times. And now that's known as geocaching.com. But yes, Groundspeak.
Okay.
It's so old it has its own accent.
What are the 3 options of printing the number of logs from a cache page?
Oh, I got the guys on GCPC for that one. What are the 3? If you go to a cache page and you want to print off, yes, you can still do it. If you want to print off the number of logs that are attached to a particular geocache, what's the 3 options that you can print off?
You just give them the finger.
No, I did this.
Oh,
3.
3. Okay, number 7.
Or if you're working in wood, you can miss 1.
Okay. If you wanted to organize a bunch of geocaches together for yourself or someone else, what would you use on geocaching.com?
Yeah, these are used all the time. If you want to, you're heading in a certain area or you want to do a series or things like that, these are excellent for things like that. If you wanted to organize a bunch of those geocaches together for yourself or someone else, what would you use on geocaching.com? And finally, number 8.
Oh.
It follows 7.
I know, but I thought 7 was the last one.
Just before 9.
When looking at a geocaching.com map, what does the star icon signify?
Okay, when looking at geocaching.com map, what does the star icon signify? I know you asked that first. We'll find out in just a second. Let's see how you guys did for round 2. Again, each one of the 4 are worth 2 points each, which makes 8 points total for this round. Okay, what is the first year of copyright for Groundspeak.inc?
2000.
Yes. What are the 3 options of printing? I remember so much back in those days.
Okay.
Logs. Anyways, of printing the number of logs from a cache page.
No logs, 5 logs, and 10 logs.
Yep. Question number 7. If you wanted to organize a bunch of geocaches together for yourself or someone else, what would you use on geocaching.com?
A bookmark list.
The bookmark list. And finally, number 8. When looking at a geocaching.com map, what does the star icon signify?
My hides.
Your hides. Very good.
I have this many.
Do you? We still haven't gotten you to do a hide.
Mm-mm.
Well, you think somebody would be more active in something like that. Just saying. Okay, so how you doing?
Maybe they have 2 jobs and don't have time and all that.
Excuses. So, all right. So between the 2 rounds, that's 12 points total. How you guys doing? We're seeing a lot of 4s out there, and we're seeing a lot of 8s, and then we're seeing a lot of I suck. So in the chat room. So good stuff. Yeah, that's the whole point of doing this. It's all fun, and it's all
funny.
Just to go through and get with it. All right. Last round, round 3.
I should have made up round 3.
No, we don't want to blow them completely out of the water. Round 3 is worth 3 points each, 4 questions, which makes how many total points?
12.
12. Very good. She knows that because it's right there.
Yes.
In the show notes. All right.
I'm mathematically challenged.
Yes. Question 9. What is the main requirements for logging a webcam cache? What are the main what is the main requirement for logging a webcam cache? And it's one of the only ones that actually has a requirement. I'll let you do number 10.
If you wanted to see if a trackable ever was logged at a geocache, what link would you select?
Okay, if
I almost said suggest,
that would be good too. If you wanted to see if a trackable was ever logged on a geocache, and I bet you didn't even know you could do this, what link would you select on the web page for that geocache? Number 11.
What type of map would you use which would show the different types of relief in the area?
And I think my dog participated in that relief not too long ago when we smelt it, because she dealt it. Anyway, so what type? It's a stretch, but I went for it. What type of map would you use, which would show the different types of relief in an area? All right, and then finally, number 12.
According to the geocaching.com glossary, what is the term used when a response to a new post in the forums points you to a similar topic in the past?
And that does happen all the time in the forums. According to the geocaching.com glossary, what is the term used when a response to a new post in the forums points to a similar topic in the past? And that happens all the time. All right, let's see the final round 3 and how you guys did. Again, 3 points each, total of 12 points for round 3. Let's see how we do. Number 9, what is the main requirement for logging a webcam cache? Swallow.
A photograph taken from the webcam associated to the cache page.
Yep, a photograph taken from the webcam. Number 10, if you wanted to see if a trackable ever was logged at a geocache, ever, the link that you would check is
View past trackables.
View past trackables. Very true. Very true. Number 11, what type of map would you use when you would show the different types of relief?
Stop it.
I'm just saying, in the area, what would you use?
The topographic map.
The topographic map. A relief is described as mountains, valleys, slopes, and depressions. And sometimes when I'm relieving, there's a lot of depression. I'm running it as long as I can.
Do you know how bad I feel for Scott, Chad, and Sarah right now?
Well, that's why we're in 4 different parts of the world.
Yeah, really.
All right. Number 12, last one. According to the geocaching.com glossary, what is the term used when a response to a new post in the forum points you to similar topics in the past? And that's called
Markweld.
Markweld. Very good. I did not know that. That was a good one.
I didn't either.
I like that. All right. So how did you do? There is a total of 24 points, 4 for round 1, 8 for round 2, and 12 for round 3. Kind of curious to see how you do. Make sure if you do have that, send your information into us. Just tell us what you thought of the quiz. If you've got questions that you want to add to our ever-growing list of quiz questions, send it to gsreboot@gmail.com. And we'd love to hear from you how you like the quiz, how you did, and if you have any contributions that you want to send to us for the next quiz. We would greatly like it. All right, so here we are. We're running up to the end of the year of 2017. So we wanted to just throw a quick bug your way, just a little bug. But something that you can remember is that we
No
have
bugs.
the end of the year. Yeah, that brings up a whole different thing, and I'm not getting into it. End of the year souvenir. Basically, we'll have the link in the show notes for this. I know everybody's been talking about it. What it basically boils down to is if you find a geocache or attend an event on December 31st, the last day of the year for 2017, you will earn the last cache of 2017 souvenir. If you go the next day, which is New Year's Day, find a geocache or attend an event on January 1st, 2018, you also earn the first cache of 2018 souvenirs. So you can get two of them right there.
I will be doing that.
We will be doing that. We've got
Mhm.
stuff to do for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, good stuff. I think it's time to move on.
Mhm.
Ow.
Dude.
Sorry. You missed your cue.
It was because of Chris. Your support helps keep all of the GeoSnippets Reboot shows running along. Please consider making a PayPal donation through the link on our website to support our efforts in your ongoing entertainment. From all of us at GeoSnippets, we thank you.
Absolutely. And if you can, please quit playing with my ball.
Well,
I'm just saying, my jingle ball. If you can contribute some money to us, we would greatly appreciate it. It helps keep the show going. And you can get in touch with us by going to geosnippets.com and clicking on either our PayPal or our Patreon logos. And if you can throw a couple bucks each way, we would greatly appreciate it. All right. And we want to say thank you to the people that just started contributing. We greatly appreciate that. And also for the people that have continued to contribute and be a financial factor in the GeoSnippits Reboot podcast universe. And we thank all of you for each and every one of it for doing it. All right, let's move on.
you played with dolls as a kid, didn't you?
You better believe it.
I did not.
No?
No,
I see.
I
All
did
right.
not like them.
All right, so let's move on to the cash stash. This is it. You got another week or so to get involved with this, the December cash stash. And this is how this works. Like we did last year, there will be four prizes. Count them: four. 1, 2, 3, 4. There will be four prizes that, quite frankly, because it's the holiday season, we're not going to tell you what they are.
We never do.
Not for Christmas
Mm-mm.
or the holidays.
Mm-mm.
So you will get four very cool prizes. What's that?
I was informed they're not dolls, they're action figures.
Action figures. That is exactly correct. With Kung Fu grip if you get the right one. I'm just saying.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
They could be.
Whoa.
Now I get the song. In the back
See,
of my head.
you're
Thanks.
welcome.
Way to go. Anyhow, to become eligible to win the cash stash for December, you're going to get four prizes. They're going to be very cool. Trust me. All entries must be in by 12 noon, January 3rd, that Wednesday, January 3rd. So you got another week or so to get your entries in. Email it to gsreboot@gmail.com. That's gsreboot@gmail.com. In the subject line, and this is very important because we're pulling all of the entries, and there are a bunch based off of these words in this particular order, and it's not I am Groot.
I am Groot.
No. The words are December cash stash 2017.
Ow, 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 get off my foot.
All righty. Again, December cash stash 2017. Those four words in that order. We're going to do a search on the emails and pull up all the ones on there. If you've got anything besides December cash stash 2017, it's not going to pick it up in the subject line. Include your caching alias, your name, and your address. And this is the important thing that you might want to consider. Send in as many entries as you want. They have to have that information in each one of the emails, your caching alias, your name, and your address, but send in absolutely as many entries as you would like. I just want to see what happens with this. We've never done that before.
It's going to blow up your eye.
It's going to blow up things, and we're going to have fun, and Ellie's on my cord. Anywho,
beat your foot. She's heavy.
So get it into us by Wednesday, January 3rd, and we will put all of them into a drawing, and we will have the drawing on January 4th, and a winner will be chosen with 4 very, very cool prizes. So excellent stuff, good things. And you know what? I think it's about time.
Mm-hmm.
Goes quick, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now I look kind of, after you messed with my fur. I'm just. All right. Let's move on.
I wish you didn't bang my microphone this time.
All right. That's always good.
Uh-huh.
All right. Folks, I want to thank you for stopping on by. I hope you enjoyed the quiz. Hope you enjoyed the show. And please, please, please send in your comments or questions. Start sending in, if you would, the suggestions for show ideas for 2018. We're going to start making our list, and we'd love to hear and have your feedback on all of that. So send in to gsreboot@gmail.com all the suggestions you want for show ideas, and we would appreciate each and every one. We'd appreciate because we likes it. So thank you so much. Send them in, and we will use them on the show, and it just makes it a lot easier for us to figure out stuff when it comes from you guys. All right, good stuff. Please consider becoming a patron, and finally, please tell other people about GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast once they get my dentures out of my tooth. Tell others about us so the other geocachers can go, what are they doing? We'd appreciate it.
Okay, well, you got to read the chat room. That's what I was responding to.
Oh, I see.
We want to thank our sponsors, gxproxy.com and coinsandpins.com, plus our amazing patrons. See?
Yep.
Thanks to Andy HeadHardHat Smith, and thanks to everyone watching in the chat room. Please keep those comments coming in, and we'll see y'all next time.
Absolutely. Thanks especially to wife Amy and little Ellie, the Wonder Pooch 60-pound lab. I'm just saying. Anyways, thank you, fine folks, for stopping on by. We hope you had a good time tonight, and we will see you next week on the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast. And again, we'll let our friend, our buddy, our companion, Chrismoose, serenade you because Amy loves it oh so much. The final closings, and we'll go from there.
Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Yes, I know
jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Please be sure to join us each and every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for another episode of the GeoSnippits Reboot Podcast, right here on the GeoSnippits website at www.geosnippits.com. The video version of our show is available on YouTube, and the audio version is available on iTunes, Stitcher, Blueberry, the Tech Podcast Network, Google Play, and many of your favorite podcatchers. We love hearing from our viewers and listeners, so please leave your feedback by emailing us at gsreboot@gmail.com. Visit us through our social media sites or contact us via our voicemail line at 919-341-9519 or use our website Send Voicemail tab. GeoSnippits Reboot is a HeadHardHat production and is produced by Andy Smith, Scott Burks, that's not them, Andy Smith, and Amy Smith. The show is copyright 2017 by Andrew T. Smith, all rights reserved. It's the Moose.
Scott Burks?
Well, he was mentioned.
Wow, man.
That's when I have too much cough syrup and Chrismoose has too much chocolate milk.
Oh, my God. I'm going to get up and walk away from this right now.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Yes.
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Good night, folks.